ready.
Yeah. I guess you've met with Coach Bork now a couple times. What was the first impression you guys had as a team when you first met?
To be honest, first kind of thing we got was that he was a really personal guy. Kind of walked in, took control of the room, and was very relatable. I think you get that a lot from being an assistant coach for so long. You can kind of know the pulse of the room as opposed to a head coach. But he seemed very, very personal, knew exactly what he was talking about, and was very relatable in a lot of the different stuff he said. So there was a comfortable feeling right away.
When you hear like the Mission Merrimac stuff and we're here to win championships, just what does that kind of give you as a player? I mean, obviously you're going in your senior year, but still, like, what does that tell you as a player for what the future of the program might be?
Well, I think that's exactly what you said. It's going to be my senior year. I'm thrilled about that. One thing I was always looking for, when we found out we were going to be going through this process, was just someone who wasn't looking to, keel over and die and then just rebuild the program when, his people arrived. I got 1 year. I'm hoping to, extend my hockey career after that, and he's going to be a big part of it. So the fact that we're on a mission, we're ready to go as soon as the puck drops. Well, actually, pardon me, not as soon as the puck drops. We've been on a mission now for the past couple of weeks working out and stuff, but just throughout the summer, and we'll be ready to go in October. That just speaks volumes about where we're going to be headed.
Do you think it kind of takes on not a bigger role for you guys, but as the seniors, I mean, going into a new year you're going to have a bigger freshman class with a lot of seniors graduating and a new coach. I mean, does it kind of take on a bigger role from a leadership standpoint for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. I think I don't really think you handle it any differently. I think when you're being a leader, you're an older guy. You have watched how older guys have handled it before. You've been on other teams with different leaders and stuff, so you just kind of do what you've naturally been able to do. You don't want to force anything. You just want it to come naturally. But for sure, there's probably more emphasis now that there's a transition. So as a class, when we found out again we were going to go through this process, our main goal was to just make sure that we kept all the guys together. We felt like we've done a pretty good job of this. Everybody seems pretty excited, to take a foot in the right direction. And like I said, we're on a mission, so we're ready to go.
Like I said, you go through this process. I'm sure it can be difficult at times, but had you talked with any of the other players on campus? Like I know basketball went through a similar transition a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Did you talk to any of those guys just about how that transition went for them and just, I guess, how to go through the whole process?
Yeah, that was actually really helpful. There's been whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, there's been some coaching changes, since I've been here over my 3 years. So I reached out to a lot of guys on the basketball team. They went through a very, very similar process. I reached out to girls on the field hockey team, even too. Girls on the lacrosse team. There's been a lot of change since I've been here, but there have been really good resources. It's been cool to bounce ideas off and just kind of get a good feel of what the process could potentially be like. But as nothing's ever set in stone. Everything's kind of unique in its own kind of thing. So, but yeah, it was definitely, I've never been a part of a process like that. But it was a unique experience, and I think we all grew from it.